Year 2018 G.C.E O-Level English Language Answer Discussion in Part 2. The Part 2 contains with 8 questions and 60 marks. These are the questions to be discussed in this video. Test 10, Test 11, Test 12, Test 14 and Test 16. Test 10. In this question, you have to underline the most suitable word within brackets. The question is not to fill in the blanks, but to underline the most suitable answer. Here you have to be very careful because the given choices are very similar. Exercise is one of the best way of keeping depression away. It improves your body and your mind and blank. The words given enable, enables, enabling. The answer is enables you to perform better in the workplace and at home. Proper blank. Breathe, breath, breathing. The answer is breathing is essential if you want to get the most from exercise, and you should take into blank consider, consideration, considering. The answer is consideration. Your heart rate. It can be blank harmful, harmfully harm. The answer is harmful to do exercises too much. All good blank fit, fitness, fitting. The answer is fitness. Instructors emphasize the importance of listening to your body. When you first start, you should use good blank judgment, judgment. The answer is judgment, because it's easy to make the mistake of using the equipment blank incorrectly, correctly, incorrectness. The answer is incorrectly. Exercises should not be seen as a blank demand, demanded, demanding. The answer is demanding task. To increase your fitness, exercise blank steady, steadily, steady. The answer is steadily for 20 minutes a week, and you will notice a blank differentiation, difference. The answer is difference in your body and mind in a few weeks. Next, look at the test 11. In this test, the objective is to assess the overall proficiency of the language. Here you have to fill in the blanks with the words given within the box. There are 3 extra words, so you have to be very careful when selecting the answers. When doing such kind of a question, try to cut the selected answer from the box after filling the blank. Otherwise, you will repeat the same word in more than one place. The words are given also, to, and, numerous, after, of, for, have, first, money, passion, to, clothes, come, century, who, know. Throughout history, people have worn clothing of one description or another. Apart from protection against the weather, the answer is clothes were often used to show the wearer's states, and or you can use of wealth. Over the years, numerous fashions in clothing have come and gone, while some of those have been popular for relatively short periods. Meanwhile, others have lasted longer. Until the first half of the 20th century, the ability to follow fashion was limited to those who had the money to do so. Following fashions not only demand money but also require large amount of leisure time. Test 12. Complete the following passage using the most appropriate form of the verb given within the brackets. The first one is done for you. Pisara Oval is one of the oldest cricket grounds in Sri Lanka. The answer is given is considered a historical cricket venue of the country for many reasons. First is ground, then the verb given host. Sri Lanka's first test match against England in 1982. Here the sentence is in past tense. So the verb should be in past tense. The answer is hosted Sri Lanka's first test match against England in 1982. Further, in 1985, the verb given become. The venue was Sri Lanka's first ever test win over India. Here also the sentence in past tense and the become changed to became. Next, the ground, verb given use as a neutral venue for the test match series between Australia and Pakistan in 2002. Here the sentence is in passive and the answer should be was used. The past participle of used. In so far, 15 test matches, 12 ODIs and 1 T20 blank, the verb given played at Pisara Oval. In this sentence, it should be in passive voice, present perfect passive. So the answer is have been played at Pisara Oval. This historical stadium, verb given located, should be is located in Colombo, the commercial capital of the country. Test 14. In this question, you have two choices. You have to write one of the following by using 100 words. Question A. Your English teacher asks you to read some English storybooks after the exam. Write a letter to the manager of the Lake House Bookshop, Colombo, asking for information about the books for children. Ask for the following information: the title of the books available, the prices and the discount if any, mode of payment, mode of delivery. Here you have to write a formal letter. A formal letter should include the following things: address of the sender, date, address of the receiver, salutation or the greeting, subject, body of the letter, conclusion, and at the end, signature of the sender. As an example, Hiranya Tenakon, 32 Temple Road, Nugegoda, 2nd of December 2018. The manager, Lake House Bookshop, Colombo. Dear Sir, requesting information about the books for the children. As our English teacher asked us to read some storybooks after the exam, I need to purchase some English books from your bookshop. Here the term purchase means to buy. I would be much obliged if you could send me the titles of the books available in your bookshop, mode of payment, the price of the books, and the mode of delivery. I'm glad if you could do a reasonable discount with the books too. Please be kind enough to send me the favorable response. Thank you. Here we do not write "you are loving" or something like that, because here it is not for the person very close for us. So it should be "your faithfully," then your signature and your name. Question B. The following bar graph shows the result of a survey conducted among 100 grade 11 students in the school about the choice of the subject for advanced level 3. Study the chart and write a description about their choices. The following words will help you. Here you have to write a description using the following bar graph. In this question, you can't write anything not given in the graph. You can't imagine it and write your own point. Here they have given some words: more, most, less, least, equal, highest, lowest, higher, and lower. We use words more, higher, lower, less to compare two things. You may start like this. The bar graph shows the choice of the subject of grade 11 students in a school. Keep in mind these key points when writing a description about a bar graph. The first paragraph is short. It simply says what the chart shows and when and where it describes. Avoid repeating the words in the description in the questions. Use numbers from the chart. An example, this bar graph shows the choice of the subjects of grade 11 students in a school. The subjects are represented by axis, while the number of students are represented by the y-axis. Most of the students selected biology as their advanced level stream, and the number is 30. 20 students have selected art, and it is higher than the number of students who have selected maths. The 16 students selected maths for their A-levels. Equal number of students have selected IT and accounting. It is 12 and is less than to the number of students who are selected maths. The least number of students have selected music and it is 10. 100 students have participated in this survey. Here, the 10 marks are divided for your content, language, organization, and the mechanism. Last question in your paper, test 16. Write on one of the following use about 200 words. Here there are 4 options to select one. The format of each writing piece is different. In A, you have to write an article about the public property belong to all of us. You may include the following: what public property means, use of the public property, how to protect them. In B, you have to write an essay on sports as an important part of a student life. In C, you have to write a speech about the effect of using polythene. In a speech, you normally start it by getting permission from the principal, teachers, likewise, and by greeting. You may include the following in your speech: why people use polythene, how the use of polythene affects the environment, steps that you could take to prevent the harmful effect of using polythene. And in question D, you have to write a conversation or a dialogue between Rizvi and Anupama. They have just met after G.C.E. O-level examination. This is a free writing. No one is instructed you to write, but be careful with your language, spellings, and grammar rules. Here in this question, you can score 15 marks. First, go through the questions and find the most suitable question which you can score more marks. Here the 15 marks are divided as 5 marks for the content, 5 marks for the language, 2 marks for the organization, and 3 marks for the mechanism. This is an example for the question B, an essay about sports as an important part of student life.